What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Rico's Garage. So I am currently on my way to Fever Racing right now. Daniel's getting his car loaded up on the dyno. We're gonna see how much power this thing puts down. Now, obviously, for those of you who have been on the channel or subscribed for a minute now, you probably know Daniel's car as the second fastest G37 on the planet. That was with the prior spec that we had on the car. We've made a couple of changes since then. The last time we went to the track, we came back with 3-inch intakes straight from Mike Upton, bigger throttle bodies, the ISR long tubes, and the Tomei exhaust, and all the other goodies here and there. Because of some complications that he had in the last dyno run, he thought he was losing some power on the top end, and it may have been because of the gallery gasket failure that seems to be notorious with the G37s. So he went ahead and got that repaired, and then he calls me and tells me, hey man, we're gonna take things up one step further. And so my first question was, okay, what's going on? What are we doing? And yeah, he decided he wants to throw some Jim Wolf technology cams in it. So now the car has a nasty cam. It's got E85, and it is absolutely savage. Savage would be the word to describe it. We're almost at the dyno now. I'm really excited to see, you know, how much power he's able to put down. At this point, we're gonna be going to the track very soon to do some more testing and see if we can catch that elusive world record. Without further ado, let's hit the dyno. Daniel, we're back at Fever again. So, you said you're nervous?
Scared.
Why are you scared?
I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know.
Dude, it's gonna be a good time. It's always a good time. It's always a good time out here. What's the goal? What's the number?
I want to hit 360.
What's the record?
376, I think.
On M5.
On M5.
You're on E85. So, completely different feeling.
On this 5,000 pound rollers, anything over 355 is impressive. In auto.
And an automatic VHR. That was loud. It's really loud. That was 342 horsepower right there. That's where we left off last time. So now the fun begins. My hearing's done. So do I send you the bill, or what do I do? Taking a look at the dyno chart, we've got 343 horsepower, almost 344. So a little more power than last time.
Man, we just started too, though. Why not, right?
Yeah? Is that what you need? Is that the secret?
Ice everything.
Right now at the top, it's picked up 18. So what's really cool is this is a really good example of what cams do for the upper end of the motor.
They keep it.
Right, so basically now I'm raising the red line to 8100 from 7900 because the stock cams are dropping off really, really hard for it. So now not only do you get, you know, by the time you hit 76, 7700, you get 15 to 20 more.
Yeah.
You get to keep that going up another 200, 300 RPMs over the previous two. So it's basically, you're using gear advantage for a longer amount of time. Yeah. It's kind of the name of the game.
Now, with the oil pump gears, does that allow me to go rev higher, or that's where?
No, I'm probably going to raise it even further.
Oh my God.
Right. I mean, you're not going to make more horsepower because you're picking at, you horsepower tweaking already.
It'll make it a lot easier to shift.
But it will allow you to use, like, basically, look, so the whole idea behind acceleration is to have torque decently high, until it drops off to the point where you have what's called a point of diminished return. So, like, if your torque dips down from 281 to, let's say we go down to 200 foot-pounds, right? Yeah. Obviously, it would be a lot more beneficial to shift earlier, so you wouldn't be dipping down that hard.
Right.
So the cams, what they allow is that they allow the torque to stay higher for much longer.
Yeah.
So, like, yes, you're losing torque down here, and that's what cams do.
Yeah.
But you're gaining, you're basically more than gaining what you lost down here. So, like, you lost 7 here, you get 7 horsepower here, 7 torque, but up here, you've gained 15 to 20.
Yeah, and I see the torque. It went up in torque too.
Right. I mean, torque and horsepower are pretty much linked,
right,
based on overall cams. So the cams did, like right now, the cams are doing 15 to 20 up top, and they're minusing about 7 to 8 down low.
Yeah.
So basically, your net gain is better than your net loss.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll continue, and we'll move the RPM a little bit higher as well.
Okay.
More RPMs? How many miles per gallon? All of them.
All of
So like Martin was saying, basically we're gaining right here, which is what we need for the quarter mile and everything. So to be able to have that extra little gain right there, that makes a huge difference.
Wow.
So fun fact, the correction factor was off. So now that it's been corrected. Oh yeah, we want the best one.
Yeah.
352, that makes a big difference there. That's a good difference there.
Oh.
There we go. There we go. Now we're getting the results we need out of this car. This will be the record car without a question. So I want to show you guys something kind of cool. So the rollers that we're using for the dyno here are 5,000 pound rollers, if I'm not mistaken. So because it's a heavy roller than a lot of other dynos, typically what you're going to see is basically that it's going to make less power than other traditional dynos would make. The conversion factor we usually apply is wherever the max power is, so 354.84. We multiply it by a factor of 8%. Puts this car at 383 horsepower on pretty much any other dyno, which is absolutely insane. That's a big deal, especially with this platform. A lot of people have not reached these types of numbers before. It takes a lot to get here. So it's awesome that we're able to, have the opportunity to really do this and lock it in and everything. I'm so happy for Daniel. And of course, that means we're gonna be able to chase the record and make it just a little bit faster. So I'm excited for that. Go, buddy. Look at that right there. So Daniel.
Hi.
How'd you do, Daniel?
We're 355 in an automatic 37 right now. I don't have words. I don't. I waited a month for this car, man. I missed it, but it was worth it.
And now?
You know it's time for the track, right? You know it's time for the track.
It's time to go break a world record. I think it's time, dude.
Oh yeah. If we can give a date, December 10th.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. No, dude. Honestly, this is fantastic, though, that it's running this well. This is insane to just see, like, the progression that you were able to make just on those couple of passes. Like, y'all have no idea. The limiter's at 8,200.
I think we're at.
I think he's at 8,300.
82 or 83, yeah.
8,300 RPM in this car. Before we were shifting at what, 7,900?
About 76, 77.
76, 77. So to get that much extra RPM, have that same power just maintained there and everything, that's gonna help us out so much more in the quarter mile. Before in the quarter mile, Daniel was hitting the end of 4th gear already by the time he was finishing, you know, the quarter. So now we get a little more RPM to play with. It's gonna help him in 1st gear to get that 1 shift, right? And yeah, we'll see how it goes from there. Sweet Jesus. What's up,
Bro.
Poppy?
What's up, brother?
This thing is fucking nasty.
What's
Dude.
good with you, bro? You'll see in a second.
Bro, I'm gonna hit.
You'll
I'm
see in a
gonna hit
second.
first right here, bro.
Alright.
This thing is fucking nasty.
Jesus, dude. Yeah, she pulls, dude. She pulls. Bruh.
Pulls?
Slow.
Slow?
Dude, it makes like 280. Stock. It's a DE motor, actually.
Just an HR body.
Yeah, right? That was absolutely exhilarating. That thing is an absolute monster. The thing runs insanely well. I'm really happy to see the results that Daniel was able to get out of the car and everything, especially with how much work that's gone into it, how much money's gone into it. It's awesome to really be able to see, you know, what those results are. So as far as this dyno is concerned, there's a possibility where we actually have the highest horsepower G37 sedan on this specific dyno. So we're gonna see now, of course, you know, how those numbers translate in real time as far as track is concerned and everything, and try to figure out, you know, how it works and how it performs as far as the environment's concerned. But overall, great day today on the dyno. A lot of progress was made, and yeah, so overall 20 horsepower on the top end, that's gonna help a lot as far as, you know, drag racing is concerned and everything. So it's great to be able to see, you know, how much progress we're able to make here. Of course, shout out to VQ Brian and everyone who's had a helping hand with this car, RS Enthalpy for the work that he's been doing behind the tune and everything, and of course VQ Boys Performance for all the work that they've been able to put in and get this going and everything. If you guys haven't already, of course, the channel is sponsored by VQ Boys Performance, so if you want to head on over to their shop, the link is right here, and you can go check out all their merch. They have their holiday sale going on right now. You can use my promo code RG10 and get yourself an extra 10% off of anything in the store. And as always, guys, if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. It helps keep me making more videos for you, and hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. It keeps the content flowing and everything. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.